Terrence Crawford agreed to take the short end of the split and work off of no guarantee, and he wants to be able to just, have some transparency there related to it, since he's going to be working off of the net revenue. And so far, they have been unable to clear this up. It feels like Al Haymon is holding up the deal right now. He advises Spence. Spence wants it, Crawford wants it. And for Crawford to agree to work off of just a purse split shows you how badly he wants this, in my opinion.
Such thing as the net. It's all the growth. I mean, certainly if you don't have oversight of the books, right? Approving expenses, or certainly at least knowing where all the money's going, no one would ever agree to a net. The fact that Crawford's, you work off the gross. But if you're working off the net, then certainly if what you're reporting is accurate, then Crawford would be out of his mind not to insist on that. And you're telling me that that's what's holding it up, that Al Haymon, and who's advising Errol Spence, is not giving Terrence Crawford oversight over expenses or giving him transparency to the books, of the books. He's not letting him take a look at the books. And that's why Crawford won't sign? Because that sounds to me, Mike, like a duck. That sounds like Al Haymon doesn't think that his guy is going to win and is ducking Terrence Crawford.
No surprise here. The Errol Spence-Crawford fight is in jeopardy. They say it might happen next year, but November 19th is off. And what I'm hearing throughout YouTube is, why is Crawford being difficult? Why didn't he do this at Top Rank? Well, at Top Rank, he had guaranteed purses. There's no guaranteed purse here. He's getting a part of the net pay, and he wants to look at the books to make sure everything's on the up and up. He's even taking a 30% of the purse, or 35, whatever. Mike Compinger or Mike Capinger, sometimes he's on and sometimes he's not. But what I go by is what Rick Glazer says. And Rick Glazer is verifying what he says. And if you don't know who Rick Glazer is, I don't know what to tell you. Rick Glazer has been involved in boxing longer than some of you have been alive. Now, I don't think any man is scared at this level. Both guys want to fight. They both want to fight. But that doesn't mean their management wants to fight. And what Max Kellerman is saying is that something like this is holding the fight back. Al Haymon does not want it. Now, some of you guys are coming at me and saying, well, you're saying Spence is scared. Some of you guys are ultimate crybabies. I'm not saying that. This is Max Kellerman saying Al Haymon does not want to fight. I think it's smart of Bud and his management team to look at the books. Like I said, there's no $8 million guarantee. You're not getting a part of the gross pay. You're getting part of the net pay. That is because this is one of the most significant fights in boxing. But as far as pay-per-view goes, we don't know how this fight's going to do. The hardcore fans will purchase this fight. But as far as the casual fans, some of the casual fans don't even know who Spence or Crawford is. And PBC is not a globally known brand, meaning they are limited what markets they can hit. Like the Zone, they hit all markets. The Zone's everywhere. When people tell me, well, why didn't Pacquiao and Spence have those problems? Why Crawford and Spence having those problems? It's because the PBC knew they could sell the Pacquiao fight. Pacquiao was a decent draw pay-per-view wise. Crawford is not. So does Al Haymon have any confidence in Errol Spence? Max Kellerman doesn't think so. My opinion is, if Crawford wants to look at the books, let him look at the books. He agreed to everything else. Why can't he look at the books? No big deal, right? Leave your thoughts and comments below. Jay Beasy, I'm gone.